Our top story now on Parakram Parv, India strikes Pakistan yet again. Republic TV is the only channel to access details of this strike on Pakistan by our border security forces. Now, Home Ministry has confirmed that this strike really did happen. More than 6 Pak targets have been hit by the BSF revenge attack. Now, this after a body of a BSF Jawan was found to be in a mutilated state. Listen in to this conversation of India's strike by Home Minister Rajnath Singh.
बहनों भाइयों, मैं आज कह सकता हूं उसी देश पाकिस्तान है कुछ खिटपिट कुछ करता रहता है, अपनी नाफराक हरकतों से बाज नहीं आ रहा। लोग कभी कभी कहते हैं कि हमारे बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी फोर्स का जवान अभी उसके साथ जिस तरीके से बदसलूकी की है पाकिस्तान के लोगों ने, शायद आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कुछ हुआ है, मैं बताऊंगा नहीं क्योंकि बतलाया भी नहीं। हुआ है, ठीक ठाक हुआ है, विश्वास रखना बहुत ठीक ठाक हुआ है। 2-3 दिन पहले मालूम होगा कुछ लोगों को जरूर मालूम हुआ है और आगे भी देखिएगा क्या होगा। मैंने बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी फोर्स के जवानों को कहा था, पड़ोसी है, पहली गोली मत चलाना, लेकिन एक भी यदि उधर से चल जाती है तो अपनी गोलियों को फिर गिनना मत कि कितनी हमारी गोलियां चल रही हैं। ये भी निर्देश मैंने दिया। बहनों भाइयों, मैं आज कह सकता हूं उसी देश पाकिस्तान है कुछ खिटपिट कुछ करता रहता है, अपनी नाफराक हरकतों से बाज नहीं आ रहा। लोग कभी कभी कहते हैं कि हमारे बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी फोर्स का जवान अभी उसके साथ जिस तरीके से बदसलूकी की है पाकिस्तान के लोगों ने, शायद आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कुछ हुआ है, मैं बताऊंगा नहीं क्योंकि बतलाया भी नहीं। हुआ है, ठीक ठाक हुआ है, विश्वास रखना बहुत ठीक ठाक हुआ है। 2-3 दिन पहले मालूम होगा कुछ लोगों को जरूर मालूम हुआ है और आगे भी देखिएगा क्या होगा। मैंने बॉर्डर सिक्योरिटी फोर्स के जवानों को कहा था, पड़ोसी है, पहली गोली मत चलाना, लेकिन एक भी यदि उधर से चल जाती है तो अपनी गोलियों को फिर गिनना मत कि कितनी हमारी गोलियां चल रही हैं। ये भी निर्देश मैंने दिया।
Now, just hours after Home Minister Rajnath Singh's cryptic message on surgical strike anniversary, now sources telling your channel that more than dozen pick points of Pakistani Rangers spread across different sectors have been decimated by the border security force. We have few more reactions lined up on this, especially coming at a time when you have a Jawan who was mutilated by the Pakistani troops. Listen in.
And what is this, that when a person goes to sacrifice himself, he goes without asking for any favors, any benefits, any profit. He just goes and sacrifices his life. It is said in our scriptures, there can be nothing more greater than this. So this aspect, but this aspect not only shows how brave the person is, it shows their spirit. It tells and it motivates the coming youth and coming generations as to follow their footsteps. And then it also assures the people of India that we are in safe hand. Our sons and brothers who are fighting for the nation, and they are going to protect the motherland. So all this aspect is very important. Then they also come to showcase their weapon systems, like, for example, Republic Day Parade. I mean, that is one of the good examples, but that is only a parade. I mean, that is what is there with India, what is the shortcomings, what should be done, everything is there. In fact, alongside this, there should be educational programs to guide the students and tell them what is the defense industry, how well it is coming, what are the shortcomings. The college students, the university students should be involved in this. So this aspect is very, very important. And it is just not, some people may say that it is an election gimmick. Well, I'm very sorry. Though I'm seeing it for the first time in my life, it is, and I went to NDA in 1963, and you see, from then onwards, I've been in uniform. The first time I'm seeing something like this, it warms my heart that to see this, and especially the people, my colleagues who sacrificed themselves, my kith and kin who have gone and laid their lives in the battlefield. It is very important for their spirit.
I think is a very good thing. It's being done in 51 cities of India, starting with India Gate. Every nation celebrates smallest of victories. In my perception, this is not a small victory, it's a huge victory. After the 1945 Second World War, only 3 countries have carried out surgical strikes: America, Israel and India. In case of Israel and America, there was huge military asymmetry in favor of America and Israel. America was more than 100 times stronger than Pakistan. Israel was again 100 times stronger than Uganda. There was no such military asymmetry of that magnitude as far as India and Pakistan were concerned. Yet, we took a very risky decision and carried a surgical strike across 250 kilometers, 1 to 15 kilometers depth. All other countries which went into another nation stayed there maximum 20 to 30 minutes. We stayed there for almost 4 to 4.5 hours. 100%.
Lieutenant General B.S. Jaswal is joining us here on the broadcast. Good morning to you, sir. What do you have to say as far as not a surgical strike exactly, but you have the BSF hitting hard, and it has hit Pakistan where it hurts them the most, especially coming at a time on the surgical strike anniversary and avenging the mutilation of a BSF Jawan, sir. Your take?
You see, retaliation is a natural fallout, and that is the only language that Pakistan understands. And I'm very happy that the BSF has responded in terms of a fire assault. It's not a surgical strike, and has caused heavy casualty on the enemy. Surgical strike is a mode. Similarly, a fire assault is another mode. Aim is to inflict pain and casualty on Pakistan, which the BSF has also achieved. Though there is a strategic aim in the surgical strike, the magnitude of which we saw now in our surgical strike, there's got a strategic message. But aim is to inflict pain and casualty, which I'm very happy we've avenged the deaths and the mutilation of a brave heart Narinder.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, sir, for your opinion. Also joining us here on the broadcast is Lieutenant General Rajnath. Good morning to you, sir. What is your take, especially when it comes to this massive retaliation on part of the BSF? Because we have seen how Pakistan has stooped so low when it comes to even not following the international guidelines alongside the international border when they mutilated our Jawan.
Yeah, good morning to you. The basic fact is that India cannot live with the status quo, where they keep hitting us time and again, they keep sending infiltrators, they keep launching terror attacks, they keep violating the ceasefire, and they keep mutilating the bodies of our soldiers. That is something which cannot be acceptable to a country like India. How do we react to Pakistan? That is the question. The only language that Pakistan perhaps can understand, that is what the experience was in 2003, when there was a heavy exchange of artillery fire and they could not sustain it for long and they asked for a ceasefire. Something like that has to be repeated. With the surgical strike that we launched 2 years ago was an excellent operation. It was a psychological weapon intended to send a clear message to Pakistan that we have the political will and the ability to come across the LOC and hit you. After 2 years, the effect of that
Absolutely, sir. So the direct message going across the border is that India is not sitting quiet. Yes, we do advocate peace, but when we are attacked, we hit back harder. Thank you very much, Lieutenant General Rajnath, for your views as well.
Public is the only channel to have exclusive details of BSF retaliation. The Border Security Force took revenge of the Indian soldier who was mutilated by Pakistan Bat commandos. Heavy casualty was incurred by Pakistani Rangers after the BSF responded with heavy artillery and mortar firing. Facebook discovered a security issue that allowed hackers to access information that could have let them take over around 50 million accounts, according to the company. After former actress Tanushri Datta alleged that she was sexually harassed by Nana Patekar while shooting for a special dance number, actor Nana Patekar has decided to send a legal notice to Datta. 2 days after India snubbed to Pakistan at the SAARC Council of Ministers, On the sidelines of the UNGA, India's External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will deliver her speech at the 73rd session of the UN General Assembly in New York. Days after RSS Chief Mohan Bhagwat held an open house in New Delhi, a Sangh-affiliated education body is set to hold a massive outreach for heads of educational institutes. Prime Minister Modi will address the conclave by the Nagpur-based Research for Resurgence Foundation later today.